PTS New Zealand Stockcar Teams champs, the Bay Park Bulldogs, taking on the Kiki Kings as our Centre Pro Safety U pulls away this event number 1, Heat 1. And we get ourselves a green. Down into turns 1 and 2 we run. First car across the line wins the race, but you want to get your teammates home for points.
Oh.
And already early on, it of course is
Josh Humble in the 46 doing some big work. Here comes the 86 car down the front straight though. Absolutely on point already. Nice work there from Beau McLeod. And McLeod showing them who's boss with the 915 from Bay Park there. Hadley Dixon in second place at the moment. Keep an eye on this one. It's far from over. Down the back straight. Dixon has been railroaded. Absolutely railroaded. This is Teams Racing and the 86 car, the leader. Can you believe it? McLeod is not actually making turn 4, grinds the concrete wall and gets back into it. At the moment we have a Kiki 1-2, 86 and the 449 are the lead cars. Down into turn number 1. Keep an eye on this one. Looks like we've got a bit of impending love going to be dished out, and it's not Valentine's Day, it's Stock Car Teams Day here at Prestige Pools Waikaraka Park, and Vince Mortimer has been showing which way to go by the 86 again, who's on fire here tonight, doing a great job as McLeod, who's just dishing out justice like Buford T. And now the 26M's trying to put up. I'll tell you what, this is a good resistance there from the Bay Park car of Bryce Carter. He put up an effort there that was amazing, but unfortunately for them, the 86 of McLeod has got through again. Now the blockers start to come in. The 915 Bay Park car is moving. Possibly not out, or looks like the Kiki car is. We are half race distance. 5 laps to go. Once they go to grass, they have to stop attacking. Hans, this is to keep it safe and keep it fair, isn't it? They have to go back on when they come off.
Yeah, indeed. Of course, as that car, they do get given about a 5 to 10 metre resistance of where they can return back onto the track surface from. They can't, of course, go off the track and then go running across the infield and back on the track somewhere else.
But keeping an eye back on the field as here comes the race leader, the 31M. And Bushka, no mucking around here. That's Chloe Ingram, and I'll tell you what, not taking any prisoners in that, because there is the car that's given out the justice. Oh my goodness gracious me! Do not get in that man's way, and that is Carter. No doubt at all. Bryce Carter, he has dished it. He's absolutely nailed the 46 car. Oh my goodness gracious. That's it. We've just got the 2 Kiki cars out there on the track. They've got an awful lot of work to do. He gets the 449 flyby like a normal Stanaway, knows how to go fast.
He does indeed, and he gets through with ease, so he is now chasing down the 31S of Chloe Ingram on the white flag. Last lap for this one. Ingram, she has got less than 460 metres around the pole line to run. She's got clear track space though, because she has got no one in front of her, so we are looking like we're going to get a Bay Park win for this first one.
Put the clutch in and take a bow. Chloe Ingram has taken it out for the Bay Park Bulldogs. They have won the first night. Rotorua versus Gisborne, second teams race of the night thanks to PTS Logistics. Who is it going to be in this one? Let's go green and find out. This time the inside road get held up by the 513R.
Tyler Lamb in the 992 gets away early on. Got the 91 there of Tony Coxhead chasing him with 84G of Hayden Barker in there as well.
Taylor found himself a little bit of a blocker there. 164 car doing a great job there. Will Carr, he's a blocker. He's holding up the Rotorua attack, and now Rotorua, the 91 car, is getting a good old slaughter in there. Tony Coxhead has turned and now been allowed to continue on.
Will Carr there, the 164G on the front straight. He's going to want to put himself between the 992 of Tyler Lamb and the 5 of Dion Henderson to try and hold him up, because here also comes the car currently in third spot, the 84G of Hayden Barker, as he works down the back straight.
Meantime, Lamp in the 992 car still down as the leader in turn number 3, and this is the car to be caught, because as we've mentioned before, once you cross the line in first, the rest of the points are just academic. You need as many as you possibly can, and Henderson doing a great job. No one's slowing down to have a go at Henderson at the moment. He's just been left alone to be in second spot. And the 91R Coxhead goes wide into turn number 4, gives the wall a bit of a slap.
That's going to allow now the 91 of Coxhead to hopefully, if he does, slow down and try and hamper the progress of the 992 car of Tyler Lamb. 164 of Will Carr just up ahead of Tyler Lamb. Now he's slowed up to allow the 5 of Henderson. Time to get into him as Henderson pushes and shoves him around. That's given him a bit of breathing space to the 992 of Tyler Lamb.
Now the white flag's going to come out this time for the 992 car. He must know that's the race leader behind him. Coxhead must know that's the race leader behind him. These guys are very aware of situations, and I can't believe...
Coxhead potentially maybe thought has the white flag dropped for him. Has he potentially seen that as the case? Now Coxhead's going to try and work around the 964 of Wolf car. He has potentially seen the white flag as Henderson goes through. Henderson comes through and steals it on that last lap from the 992 of Tyler Lamb.
The checkered flag was clearly in sight. Oh, you've got to feel for Taylor Lamb, who's not exactly chipper, shaking the head. And who can blame him? Wellington versus Waikato.
We go green, and it's the 9W of Sheldon Arapeti that will lead us off early down into turn 1 and 2. Already under attack, the 5W of Keegan Levine getting attention from the 24 Brad Philpott. Now Philpott and Ethan Levine, they are waiting. Here goes the 9W Sheldon Arapeti, foot down, out round the turn 1 and 2 as he gets a big shot from the 361 of Cheatham. Here comes the 5 of Keegan Levine. He's going to steal that race lead now. So he's got protection from the 10 of Ben Ellis. 16 of James Marshall just back there in 4th spot at the moment as we get another heavy hit down the back straight.
In meantime, the 5 car there for Wellington, Keegan Levine, the race leader, as someone's looking at the dirt from the side window where he shouldn't be. But on the race leader, he needs to get that 10 car Ellis behind him. Looks like he's got a flat left front tyre too, to be fair. Ellis, as he's trying to take the 24H to the wall. And he's got a flat outside front tyre as a 24H. Now, I'm not sure what the deal is here with flat tyres, but he's still carrying on, as he should. Oh, my.
So, big hit there from the 361 of Clinton Cheatham on the 46 of Levine on the front straight. Now the traffic jams start to happen down there in turns 1 and 2. Can Cheatham get going again? He does so. So, this here, Levine now sitting in the race lead, the 5W car. 361 Clinton Cheatham slowing up. The 99 car Hamish White starting to close in, as to the 16 of Marshall. Now we've got the race leader caught up here on the front straight. Cheatham doing all he can to try and hold up the 5W Levine. Through comes in
Made the pass
the
nicely.
99H of Hamish White. He is trying to catch the 5W of Levine.
This will be white flag this time around if Levine can keep his nose in front, but obviously the teammates need to work together. There's 3 cars behind him there. They need to scamper. Will they catch the Levine car? At the moment, he's trying so hard, Keegan Levine. He's got clear track in front of him. All bar the 24 at turn number 3, so it's not clear track. He's got one more to work on, and the 24 car, Bushka! And not dispatched by Ellis, but he's a busy man. Oh, they go to grass, and the winner for this round anyway, Wellington Young Guns take out the Waikato Raiders. Boy, a brilliant drive there from Keegan Levine as the Sensor Pro Ute just gets well out of the way.
So it's the 1NZ of Kyle Rowe, who he stays slower on the brakes as the 223 of Rati Robinson sits back as well. 91 will be our race leader early on as Nyland exits turn 3 and 4. Down the front straight he goes. Rati Robinson is going to be his first obstacle that he's going to have to try and get through and get around. Here goes Caleb Island now on the back straight. The 223 car holding him up nicely. Then, of course, Rati Robinson is going to pull him up towards the wall, but that's going to allow now the 91B to go through as the 85 puts a big shot in on Rati Robinson. That has no doubt done some heavy damage to the inside of that car. 85 of Gibson Tout will slot in behind. He is currently in 2nd spot.
Carry on. This NZ do their job. I'm going to go back onto the track as he gets a body-breaking moment down the back straight. The 19 car, massive hit from the 669 of Brendan Ty. And Ty's parked up. 19 doesn't even feel the effects. He says, try again, son. 91B's doing a Cheech and Chong session, and hopefully it's all clear. Yes, it is. It's all clear as the 669 car has got himself going. Brendan Ty from turn 3. Race leader, 5 laps to go, is the 85B. So the Miani are leading this one at the moment with the 85 car, but he's not all over yet. He's got a lot of cars around him. Look at this teamwork from the Miani Maulers.
So it is Hamish McLeod now who's going to come through and get the race lead. So the 669 7P car will be your new race leader.
3 laps to go. Now he needs not be left alone here. In fact, he's got an awful lot of clear real estate, no bay cars to hit him. And McLeod with 2 to go. Fastest car on the track is McLeod, but here comes the 91B of Pullen, who's a mile and a half away. Is it too early to throw out the towel? Do we hear the fat lady singing? Who knows what's going to happen here? The Bay seem oblivious to having to slow down. This man here, 667, Hamish McLeod. Can it be the last dance at dawn? Or have Palmerston North, up on the wall, up on the wall. Is it safe to proceed?
The 6-6.
No, it's not. Oh, and he bumps him, so he rolls.
So let's see what the 85B over by the PTS Logistics sign does. He's stopped.
Checkered flag is coming out, and the 669 takes it. Here he goes. Now they jump out of the way, get themselves already the lock and load, and engage in battle. The Reds are out. The Greens come on, and who gets underway? Who holds up who and for how long?
Logan Pete in the 2NZ car gets away early on as they go down on 1-2. We've got the 659 of Matt Nathan just sitting with the 55S of Coxhead there as we go down the back straight. 2NZ of Pete and the 808 of 10. Here goes the 94 of Sam right now, trying to look for a way through on the 33S of Walker. Walker gets put heavily hard down there into turn 3 and 4.
Great support he's got too. He's got his fella Stratford in front of him there. So that is going to be very, very vital there. The 55S car, and it looks like clear sailing for some distance here, turn number 1.
55S Caleb Coxhead doing the job now. Just trying to hold up the 659 of Matt Nathan. He gets through on him. So that's allowed the 617S of Mason Woods to get through.
3 laps completed. Here comes the race leader, the 617 car. And he's now got a pseudo blocker there if he can get up to pace. No, yes, no, he can't.
He's got the 33S of Walker now between himself and Tennant.
To number 4, Matt Nathan. Matt Nathan, he is stopped, slowed. He's trying to stop the race leader, the 617 car, and there's more trouble in front of him. The 659 is no friend. Oh, in fact, Matt Nathan takes him to the wall.
Watch here down the back straight, the 55S, Caleb Coxhead. He's getting fed in very hard. He gets put into the wall, boofed up by the 2NZ of Logan Pete. Tennant comes through and makes a smack now on the 55 car. The BDC Engineering Auckland Alley Cats up against the Stratford Stormers here. Race leader, 94 of Sam Wright over there on the back straight.
At the moment, we've got the 94A as the race leader and the 808A as second place. It's all changing down the back straight. Look at this. Never say never. Oh, Bushka goes 659, smack into the wall. He's looking for 33 to come back on the track, which he now does.
Matt Nathan trying to here clear the track for his teammate, the 94 of Sam Wright. Sam Wright's now trying to get through. He really needs to go the outside of the 33S of Walker. He's going to do so. Is he going to take the walk? Yes, he is. White flag is flying. Tennant needs to catch very quickly. 32S. As here goes Matt Nathan. This is going to be one of the biggest shots he has got to make. Here he goes. He now holds up the 32S car. Matt Nathan gets in the side of Duffy. He tries to drive him to the grass. Meanwhile, here comes Tennant. Tennant gets through. Oh, the excitement gets built. So the 808 car, Scotty Tennant, picks up the win. Michael Rowe on the outside of him, the 15V, Callum Sturzacker, as we get ourselves a green go and underway.
Taken to the grass there, one of the mountain cars. He's not going to carry on from there. He has to rejoin and then get back into the action down the back straight. Look at this lineup at the moment. Oh, just an easy flyby pass for the Bay Park Bulldogs. Deary me, what do we do here? Through turn number 3, turn 4, Wanganui gets to meet some Bay Park metal. Oh, he gives him a good old welcome to Waikaraka. And down the back straight, Wanganui's Callum Sturgazer. He's doing a great job in the 15V. Then we've got the 287 of Bailey Chapman, so it's a 1-2 for Wanganui. And already the pace is electric. Some of the fastest laps we've seen here tonight, watching the back straight. And into the wall again goes the 6 car. Vince Mortimer He's taken an awful beating here tonight. He's trying everything he can. He's got to lay it down for the mount. And now we're going to see changes as Ingram's gone to grass to rightfully get back on the track where was dispatched. So everything's changing here except for the 15V being the race leader. Callum Sturziger, great drive there from Wanganui. They are putting in the big effort. But is it enough? And we'll find out in exactly 4 laps time. Wanganui 1, 2 and 3. Sturziger, Mooney and Chapman 15, 26 and 287. Michael Rowe in the 67M is the lead Bay Park car as there's a welcome at turn number 4. And Mooney is sent to the moon. 8 laps completed for Sturziger. In the 15V, 2 more to go. In fact, 1.5. He's absolutely on form here at the moment. Down the start, finish straight. The 26 of Mooney playing interference. Sturziger is just doing it well. The white flag is out. 15V has got nobody left in front. It's a Wanganui Vulcans victory if the engine keeps going. And here he comes out of turn number 4. Oh, Callum Sturziger, he was left well alone. Brilliant drive from Caelan Mooney playing interference. It's a 1-2 there for Wanganui.
The Sensor Pro Safety Ute pulls away. We have got ourselves into our second round of racing. It's the Kiki Crusaders up against the Rotorua Rascals. We go green. Al Hodge is going to lead us away down into turns 1 and 2. He's got the 87 of Chris Shingleton right on his tail. But in there as well, you've got the 86 of Beau McLeod. Through up the inside goes the 5 of Shingleton. He is chasing the 29 car of Cal Hodge. Cal Hodge has slowed up down through turns 1 and 2. He's probably realised that, hey, look, I need to stop this Rotorua car. It's a very quick 5K. Dion Henderson, as they go down and on. He's put Hodge around, so Henderson now, but he's under attack from the 49 of McPherson.
Here comes Kiiki, like the cream rising to the top. Look at the back straight, holding up 3 Rotorua Rascal cars there. That is some outstanding displays going on. And that's Graham Munn as we have the race leader, Beau McLeod in the 86K car. And here comes McLeod through 4. Down the start, finish straight. Beau McLeod, I think we're starting to size up that Rotorua Rascals car and just says, get out of the way, son. I'm not in the mood to dilly-dally around. I'm a McLeod, I'm part Scottish, I just want to get the win. And look at that, down the back straight goes Rotorua, and the pass is put in, and I think that's Flavel. Is that the 513 of Callum Flavel? You bet your bottom dollar it is. My word, that's an out. Around goes Munn to the grass, smashed and bashed. Get out of the way. One of the Rascals is parked up. I think that's Courtney Young in the 96 car down the back straight. Yes, it is. Is just going to play on the grass. Oh, dearie me. In the meantime, we've got a trifecta going on here. If you've got odds at the TAB, it's looking good for you for Rotorua to do 2 from 2 tonight. Let's see what they can do with 4 laps to go, Hans.
That's fantastic stuff for the closing laps of this race. 513, Callum Flavel leading this one. 5R, Dion Henderson in third. Your race leader now working his way down through turns 3 and 4. He's got the 96 of Courtney Young to help him, and with ease, the 513, Callum Flavel goes through. Chris Shingleton's also put himself back in the top 3, currently sitting in third spot there at the moment in the 87R car. Flavel now being held up by the 49.
Watching
Aidan McPherson.
Watching here because now the leader, the new leader, which is Henderson, has now got problems. I think I think Munn's coming back as we've got everyone held up except the leader. White flag comes out, 1 more lap to go, and it is Shingleton. Henderson in second place. It's a 1-2 for Vegas. And in fact, the 87 car has the leader behind him. Needs to slow down. No, the 87 is Shingleton. Sorry, mate. Here we go. Chicken flag. Lovely job. Lovely job there. And Shingleton shows them how to do it. The Sensor Pro Ute gets out of the way. You've got to stop reading the screen and think of it. Here we go. Let's go, teams racing. Both teams need a win, and one team in particular, if they can dominate here like we've just seen absolutely been done by Rotorua pretty much, this could help them go through possibly as a tier 1 conglomerate. Is it the way? Oh, yes, no. Oh, look at this railroading into turn number 4. Babarushka and over.
Bryce Jensen, 98G, still leads this one.
And Waikato second, third and fourth at the moment too as well, so they'll be looking forward to this one as he's coming down to play interference. It's the 71. Ethan Bruce, in fact, he's probably going to hope that bonnet doesn't fall off because he might have to stop if it does. It's a safety requirement. No, he can keep going. All right, that's interesting. Look at this, there's a few cat and mouse situations going on there around turn number 2. And around goes the 98G from the 99H. So he's just dispatched nicely. In fact, that's the race leader, Bryce Simpson, that was. And that's no longer. James Marshall from the Waikato is now the new race leader in the 16H.
As down the front straight, the 71G of Gibson Tout gets put a heavy hit by the 361 of Clinton Cheatham on the exit of turn 3 and 4.
The 16H of James Marshall for the Waikato is the race leader at the moment. He's completed 5 laps. He needs support around him, by golly. Here he comes.
Priests.
The 16H is actually attacking. He's attacking Simpson, who's going to have all sorts of manner of problems here through Cemetery Bend if he doesn't watch out. Who's going to come out the other side, shiny side up? I think Cheatham's going to be the race leader here, Hans. It is. The 361H is now the new race leader. And looking for second place, Marshall still in second place in the 16H, mate.
It is indeed. So James Marshall sitting just in behind his teammate who leads it from Huntley. 98G, Bryce Simpson, trying to do what he can to reel in these two, but he is being held up there on the back straight by the 99 of Hamish White. So the 71G car of Gibson Tout, Ethan Bruce, is going to try and do what he can, but at the moment it's a Huntley trifecta.
Oh, look at this,
1, 2, 3, as the 84S of Barker gets a huge hit down into turn 3 and 4. He's picked up by the 7 of Hamish White and parked him nicely. They both keep going though. So laps counting down on this one. In fact, we are white flag, 1 to run now.
And Hans, we are Huntley 1, 2 and 3. Cheatham in the 361, Marshall in the 16, Hamish White in the 7H. We are 1, 2, 3 for the Waikato. Here comes Clinton Cheatham. He's going to take the win.
Miani will be looking for a big haul to try and upset the party. We go lights out. The Sensor Pro safety U pulls away. As we go green, the 6W will lead us down into turns 1 and 2. The Wellington Young Guns up against the Miani Maulers, and already the Miani Maulers attacking 2 cars on the 9 of Arapeti. Down the back straight, we have got the 5 of Keegan Levine just trying to get through past the 91B of Zane Pullen into turns 3 and 4. Second spot at the moment, 85, putting huge hits on the 5 dub Keegan Levine. Has that stopped Keegan Levine's progress?
Wellington 1, 2, the 9 and the 6 at the moment. Gaskin and Arapeti as they encounter the 46W car there of Ethan Levine, who's playing interference. This will work well for Wellington, potentially. Oh, the 85B car, just Willie Stevenson. There's a won't he get out of the way in time, and he certainly does. Oh, heavens above, we're only 3 laps into this one, and it's already looking almost like a procession and not necessarily a funeral. Wellington have this one. Can they hold it? Can they bring it to the checkered flag with confidence? Oh, Wellington on Wellington. Levine on Gaskin. 5 attacks 6. I think that was a calculated miscalculation.
6 laps gone in this one. Levine exiting turns 3 and 4 leads it. Second spot at the moment, still the 9W of Arapeti out of Wellington as well. So this is setting their points up fantastically. Keegan Levine, the 46 dub, now going to work with the 85B of Willie Stevenson. Stevenson currently in 3rd spot. 4th spot is the 46 of Levine as Gaskin. Continuing around in the 6W, this to just collect points as well and help towards that final bid.
I'll tell you what, what that's done is that actually brought Gaskin into play here. We could have a 1, 2, 3, and depending on the Stevenson-Levine fight, we could have a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Wellington. That's the 10B, says Ethan Dawes. Says, well, my car's running the right. It's back on track, son. Now you're going to feel my bumper. And the white flag is out. 1, 2, and 3 for Wellington, with that little battle still to be decided between them, Hans. This is the last lap.
Last lap now for the 5W of Keegan Levine out of Wellington. He is going to be looking for the checkered flag very shortly, and he does. So Levine gets the win.
Sensor Pro Ute gets out of the way. The stock cars are sitting down there. The revs are high. We are in the starters' hands, and they all but the back row. Look at this, Corey Baker. He's doing a bit of an eye up there at the moment of the 223 car. Ratia Robinson. Meantime, front of the field, Palmier 1, 2. Here comes the 2 NZ. Oh, Pete does the big whambo at turn number 4 in the 669. Just facing the wrong way after all of that one.
So race leader at the moment, the 667 of Hamish McLeod. Down the front straight he goes. As second spot at the moment is still out of Auckland, 94 of Sam Wright. He's got Tennant though, just up ahead of him does McLeod. And here also is the 135 of Ratia Robinson. Tennant gets put out towards the wall. Tennant gets a huge hit with the 667 of McLeod. That's now putting Tennant though, holding up the first place car as we go through, and race leader now is going to be the 135 of Ratia Robinson. Here goes the 94 car of Sam Wright though. So Baker sitting just in behind. He goes to block on the 45 car on the 223 car, but here he comes back again though. So he's going to try now and get a pit out on the 135 of Ratia Robinson. Oh, the laps in this one ticking through. So Baker now just trying to do what he can to.
Two of them, they're locked up on the back straight. 2 cars locked together. Might need a cold bucket of water to separate them a little bit later on. 6 laps completed for the 667 of McLeod.
So McLeod in this one, currently sitting in first spot. Then it's back to the 2NZ of Logan Pete. So Tennant puts a swing in on the 667 of McLeod. He goes around. Tennant just holding up there. Has Tennant going to try and get away? He's got damage on the front end of that car. Here goes Logan Pete. He's just daddling with the 135 of Robinson. He's going to put foot down and try and go here. Gets smacked into the wall. Here comes the 667 car of McLeod though. So Logan Pete now pushing through on Robinson.
That's a pass for the lead, yeah. Sparks on the cars on the back straight, but at the moment we keep eyes forward on Scott Tennant. What can he do?
Just watch for the 2NZ of Logan Pete. He's not restarted either. So, McLeod's put himself in the wall down in 1 and 2. So,
here comes
Pete
Scott
gets
Tennant.
going again.
Here comes Scott Tennant. The only hopes for the Aucklanders is that that car can have a smack at the leader. It's not going to happen. It's going to go to Palmy, and Palmy are going to finish strongly. Palmy finished very strongly. It's a 667 Hamish McLeod win.
The Centre Pro U pulls away. We are looking for a green here at Prestige Pool Speedway as we go green. A lot of cars just holding to see what's going to happen, but down into turns 1 and 2 we go.
And cars gone to grass and everything, so now we finally get someone to go past turn 1 into turn number 2.
Battle here in the front straight, the 3NZ, Cody Lockett, and the 55S, Caleb Coxhead. Sturzaker now wants to try and get another spot. He's gone through round the outside, down through turns 1 and 2. He's going to try and put a shot in as he gets through, cleanly in fact. So the 55S of Caleb Coxhead just lets him run through. Dennis Black, 82V, now holding up the 32S of Todd Duffy. Duffy was sitting in second at the time though.
He's running around circles, isn't he, around the 3NZ car there.
That's what the 3NZ of Lockett.
Pace turn number 4. Oh, there's the hit. Oh, the 32 does an amazing job. It's Todd Duffy from Stratford.
We've got the 26V of Kalen Mooney up on the back straight. Your race leader, the 15V of Sturzaker, works his way down into turns 1 and 2. He's got the 3NZ of Lockett sitting just up ahead to run the shotgun for him. 33S of Walker sitting in there too, but it's the 32S of Duffy that they need to look for and to get up the track to Stratford. So this is Coxie now trying to fight back. This is where the battle is on that back straight. As up to the wall, that is of course up and over, nearly over in fact, was the 82V. Sturzaker, the 15V is our race leader. Second spot at the moment, the 32S of Todd Duffy. Then go back to Cody Lockett in third spot. Lockett now getting attention from the 33S car. Race leader, the 15V of Sturzaker. Gets a big shot there from on the back straight. So Sturzaker now working his way down through turn 3 and 4. He's going to get attention from the 34S of Bar as we go red. Laps closing in on this one. In fact, we're on the last lap. This, the final race for night 1 of the PTS Logistics New Zealand Stockcar Teams Champs. Caleb Coxie there, the 55S with that front right missing Down to the line, it's going to be a win, and it's going to go the 15V of Sturzaker.